Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel, and I am your host for the Wellness Journey podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Wellness Journey podcast. Last week, I talked about how we can manage our work and life better, such as separating when we work and relax, both temporarily and spatially, so that we can gain more control over our lives. One of the biggest challenges to maintaining a healthy lifestyle in modern society is screen time. Think about it, they're everywhere. Your television, computer, smartphone, laptop, and all other tablets. We're basically bombarded with technology. But not to worry. Like managing our work life and home life, there is always a way to manage our screen time better. But before we dive into that, today I'll talk about how much time we're actually spending on screen time and how it affects our health. Let's do some trivia, shall we? First question, how many hours do Canadians spend on screen? Is it A, 46 hours, B, 11 to 13 hours, or C, 16 to 18 hours? The answer is 11 to 13 hours. That means we're spending around half of our day on our screen. This also indicates that we are spending more time on screen than on sleep, which is around 7 hours. Isn't that mind-blowing? Next question. According to the Canadian Pediatrics Society, children between 5 and 7 years old should limit their screen time to no more than 2 hours. What percentage of 5 to 17-year-olds do you think meet these guidelines? Is it A, 30%, B, 50%, or C, 70%? The answer is B, 50%. To be precise, just over half of Canadian children and adolescents meet the guidelines of spending less than 2 hours on screen. Last question. Which of the following are consequences of prolonged screen time? Is it A, less sleep, B, dry eyes, or C, both? The answer is C. So, how did you do? Did you get all 3 questions right? If yes, congratulations. If not, don't worry. These stats are just to remind us of how much time we are spending on screen. Now, let's look a bit deeper into the answers for the last question. Obviously, when we spend more time on something, we lose time for something else. So if we spend more time watching television, using our smartphones or computer, we lose sleep. Other than trading off our sleep time, prolonged screen time means longer exposure to blue light. We've all heard of that, but what is it? It's basically a short wavelength of light that transmits high energy, which increases our alertness. The screens that we stare at mainly emits blue light. So if we use our gadgets until late at night, it messes up our circadian rhythm, which regulates our sleep-wake cycle. In other words, your brain will think that it is still daytime, so it makes you less sleepy. Therefore, we will fall asleep later. What about dry eyes? Why does that happen? Well, blinking is important for eye health because every time we blink, we get a fresh layer of tears to moisten our eyes. However, when we are concentrating, not only do we blink less frequently, we also blink incompletely. This means that our eyes are not well moisturized while we use our electronic gadgets, and so our eyes get dry. Some people may experience watery eyes. When our eyes are trying to compensate long periods of dry eyes, we will secrete huge amounts of tears. Knowing that screen time makes us sleep less and is detrimental to our eye health, we really should be thinking of ways to manage our screen time better. How do we do that? That's a topic for next time. That's all for today. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for our next episode. Bye-bye! Hello again. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you like it, don't forget to hit that like button and share with your friends and family.
All our previous episodes are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube so that you can always go back and check them out. Once again, thank you for being here with me today, and I'll see you next week. Bye!